Get ready.
This Clone Corner is very odd because this is the first time I am talking about a figure that is not actually technically a clone trooper. This is Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the 2008, 2009, I think 2008 Legacy Collection version. And this is the brand new 2019 6-inch Black Series. The reason I say that so enthusiastically is because this design, this version of Obi-Wan Kenobi, is from my personal favorite piece of Star Wars media, the original 2003 Tartakovsky animated Clone Wars series. I love it to death. It is my favorite Star Wars thing. And I don't really do 6-inch Black Series anymore. Of course I do Clone Troopers, so it was easy to justify getting this. But a new Tartakovsky Clone Wars thing in 2019 is crazy. 2008 was crazy enough, but 2019, unbelievable. Now, I'm thinking they made this thinking like, oh, it's like the new Clone Wars Obi-Wan, except it's the old design, easier retool to do. But no, this is the OG Obi-Wan. Now, granted, yes, he does have the incorrect hairstyle, but I don't really care, because I prefer his Revenge of the Sith hairstyle anyway. So I like this, even though I specifically remember in the original Clone Wars how his hair flowed while he was on the speeder bike fighting Dirge. It was just so elegant and robust. But unfortunately, it's just the Revenge of the Sith hair. But yeah, I actually was originally going to just review him, but I decided I haven't talked about this guy. So I'm going to talk about him. Unfortunately, his lance is like deep in storage, so I'm not really worried about showing you. There's his lance. He came with the lance that, you know, he used in the show. But the speeder bike, you would have to like, I don't know if they made the clone trooper helmet front speeder bike thing. But yeah, you just have to give him a speeder bike. He was single carded. So is it a comparison? I guess, sort of, but I'm just kind of talking about them both. Let's talk about the original one first, because it's not going to take long. So this figure reuses some clone parts. It definitely reuses like the kind of like the ball-hinged hip clone trooper pieces. Maybe he's the first one that used them, honestly. I'm not sure. He could have been one of the first ones that used them. But he's got, you can already see the articulation. You know, it's pretty standard 3 3/4 inch figure articulation for back in the day. Except he does have a new torso sculpt because the robe is just sculpted plastic, so it only swivels there. Then he has a ball joint at the head there. So yeah, this one actually comes with a helmet. We'll talk about that. But he has his cape. He has his little skirt thing there, which is kind of crooked. Maybe if I can fix that. There we go. Looks better. And of course he has his lightsaber, because why wouldn't he have his freaking lightsaber? I love this figure. I really do. I have him in my ARC Trooper gunship, because why wouldn't I? As you can see, this may be a running trend. Yeah, you're probably going to see it again. Because he is a clone trooper and not a Jedi, the original figure, he's not that good at holding the lightsaber. But he can still hold it pretty good. His hands are actually kind of slightly tilted too, if you can see, so that's nice. Kind of for the lance. I think they might have given him new hands. So looking at the detail on this guy, it's pretty standard, you know, 3 3/4 inch fare. His helmet's nice, but it's a little fat looking. Just looks a little fat, just a little bit. And that's because it's removable, and you can see Obi-Wan Kenobi underneath. And you can see taking it off, like if you make it a little more in, looks a little better. But yeah, there's the head sculpt. Very angry Obi-Wan Kenobi. Honestly, really good head sculpt. Really good. He is in the middle of fighting Dirge right now, and I am a very big fan of this sculpt. One detail, you can see he has kind of a little chain right between the little things there. We're going to talk about that on the Black Series one. But I love this guy. I really do. I always display him holding the helmet, but I wish he came. Well, we'll talk about it. My mind was just having a brain fart, but you'll understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, really good figure, the original one. I really do like it. So let's talk about what Hasbro does now, and that's 6-inch pretty much. So you can definitely see the head sculpts. This is Ewan McGregor. This likeness is amazing. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I am in the very, very firm boat that I think 6-inch Black Series faceprint faces look tons better than SH Figuarts. SH Figuarts looks grainy. The sculpt isn't always there. They just did the faceprint tech first, and it was impressive, but Hasbro has perfected it. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look, can I get even closer? Look at that. Oh my gosh. That looks just like him. Oh my gosh. I just can't believe it. It's so high-end looking. Then you can see the sculpt comparison there and the hairstyle comparison especially. I mean, it's I like the hairstyle, but I kind of wish it was the AOTC design. I don't know if this head is compatible with the old Black Series Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, because I don't have that anymore. I got rid of it. So I don't know if it's compatible with that, but it might be. I can tell you it is compatible with a normal clone trooper. And let's just show normal clone trooper now. So yeah, you can see, definitely you can tell the armor difference. This is like the matte plastic that was prone to like getting stains on it. It's so odd. I've seen so many of these things that are like really yellowed and odd because this plastic is like a weird like finger oil magnet. It's so odd. But you can see next to Obi-Wan, that looks really nice. Wish we had an ARC trooper or something, or Fordo, freaking Fordo to go behind him. But hey, we're still waiting for a clone lieutenant, so don't know when that's going to happen. So yeah, it does work. You can get this helmet on this Obi-Wan. I really don't want to do it in this video because it takes so much force to pull. Well, let's see if I can do it. That took no effort at all. Let's pop off Obi-Wan's head. And I remember this guy took so much force to pop the helmet off, but I guess it doesn't. There we go. It's on. It does work. Here, I am showing you. So you can give him a helmet if you have one, but unfortunately, he did not come with one. That's what I was kind of, tripping on earlier with my words. So he does not come with a helmet, but you can give him one. So I really appreciate that. Why didn't he come with a helmet? It's like the new Obi-Wan head is so easy to pop off, and interchangeable heads is no stranger to Black Series. They did it with just the new Palpatine. But whatever, that's just what they did. One thing, I'm probably going to display him holding my Phase 1 model kit clone trooper helmet, because this has just been sitting on the shelf. It just sits there because I don't use this helmet. So I'll probably just have this under his arm on the shelf with my other clone troopers, because hey, that will look really cool. But anyways, this figure is interesting. It's pretty much exactly the original Black Series clone trooper. It doesn't have the Captain Rex elbows, which is really irritating, but it's pretty much the original. The articulation is the same. You can just see it here. The elbows only go 90 degrees. The waist is like that. But he does have a new torso to accommodate for these things here that hold the fabric in place, and we'll talk about that fabric here shortly. The legs, you can see he does have the new white, nice gloss plastic, which is really nice. I really appreciate that. And of course, the head sculpt is beautiful. We already talked about that. Unfortunately, though, no new hands, so he still has a trigger finger, and it's still made for a gun and not for a lightsaber. So it doesn't stay in too well unless you get it in a certain position or something, or with two hands. This lightsaber, we got to talk about this because they... Notice something odd about it? Gray plastic. Looks very cheap. Not really a fan. But that's what they did. The hilt is removable. And let's just say, if they make a Commander Cody version 2, which should have a removable or interchangeable helmet, should have the hologram, and should use this belt, because this belt has a hole right here for the lightsaber. You can put the lightsaber on his belt, and that's really great. Hopefully the Cody will have this belt, because I want a lightsaber with him too. Make him a deluxe for all I care. I want a new Commander Cody, man, because the old one just fell so flat. Just compare it to the TVC Cody. It's missing so much stuff. It's crazy. TVC Cody had the removable helmet, the hologram, the Obi-Wan lightsaber, and guns. The Black Series just has a gun. It just has guns. So let's talk about these soft goods, because it's all one piece. It's one piece that starts down here, then goes under the belt, and then is continuous on the back and is fed through these little loops right there, which, by the way, you can see it doesn't have the connection between them, but they're there, so it's very obvious, like this is the Obi-Wan design. And then they fold the other way onto the back, so you can see it's like the opposite sides. Isn't that interesting? And you can see because of that, he kind of has a poof back here, which you can probably iron that out or something, but it doesn't really, actually kind of looks nice. I'm honestly not going to lie, it looks nice, I like it. I'd definitely be careful. It's very thin fabric right there that would probably tear if you're not careful. One thing about mine, this shoulder actually came unglued. It just popped off, so I had to glue it back on. So be careful of that, especially if the shoulder pads are very easily moving over the shoulder. It's probably coming unglued. So that's pretty much it, man. That is the Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi, both the 6-inch Black Series and the 3 3/4-inch Legacy Collection. I'm just still dumbfounded we got a new Clone Commander Obi-Wan in 2019 in any scale from the Tartakovsky series. I would love to see more Tartakovsky stuff either return to canon or be made into toys. My fingers are crossed for Dirge. My fingers are very crossed for Captain Fordo. I would love a Captain Fordo, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It might, though. I mean, if Obi-Wan happened, Fordo may happen. Yeah, that's how he's going to be displayed on my shelf. That just looks nice. So yeah, I highly recommend this guy, and I also very highly recommend him. He's a Walgreens exclusive. I ordered him off of Walgreens.com because I don't know if I'll see it in a Walgreens store, even though I have like 1,000 of them in Cincinnati. So who knows? But yeah, I love these guys. I recommend them. Obi-Wan here definitely has more issues than this one, but this is definitely nicer looking, and it's kind of in a more modern scale and aesthetic. So if that's your thing, then hey, that's your thing. I love this guy. I hope you also love it too. I highly recommend both of them. So there we go, guys. There is Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Links description below. Post office address, whatever. See you in the next video. I don't know. It's going to be not tomorrow, but the day after, because I have an every other day schedule. Upload, baby. Yeah, upload schedules. They're great. Hey. Okay, I'm just going to stop.